Most people pass on orphan teams. Bad rosters, no picks. Me, that's where it started. This is the Orphans. What up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hutch, and today is our first episode of our Dynasty Diaries series, where I go team by team at all 40 Dynasty teams. But it all started with orphan teams. Let me remind you that this is my first year playing Dynasty, and I have 40 teams, all spanning from probably like February till now. It all started, I was texting my boy in like January after probably all the fantasy playoffs and everything had finished, and we were just talking about football, and I asked him, I was like, yo, you still got that IDP league we was in a couple years ago? And he was like, nah, man, I probably got rid of that a while ago. To be honest, I'm only in a couple dynasty leagues. I've been trying to get in dynasty for like years, but it just never worked out. Never could find enough people who were interested in something like that. Just could never really find it. And he had mentioned, he's like, well, we might have a spot. And I was like, dang, bro, for real? He mentioned a couple of the players on the team. I can't really remember all the players that were on the team, but I know Devontae Adams was one of them. And I had thought about it for a couple of days. And then he asked me, was I still interested? And I was like, dang, let me see the team. So let's take a look at the team. As you can see, I got all these different teams on here. So it all started back in February. My first league, the greatest league in the world. Probably not the greatest league in the world, but it's all right. So let's go back in time to see what went down before I even took the team over. Let's take a look at the team. He got Jordan Love, Brian Robinson, Rico Dowdle, Jaden Reed, Tank Dell, Boo, Njoku, Mayfield. Not really nobody on the bench. Chris Godwin, Brandon Ayuk on the IR. Ignore these picks right here because those weren't even here when I got here. So when I took over, I seen no 2026 first, no 27 first. I mean, it's a bad team. It's a real bad team, actually. But I was so trying to get into a dynasty league that I was like, yo, I'll take it. So that's the team when I took it. Let's see what happened. Let's see what went down before I took over. See what kind of manager was here before I got in. Filter, game type, trades. Scroll to the bottom. You got Elijah Moore out in 2024 at 2024 fifth, 2024 third. Gave up a third, fourth, a 2024, and a 2025 third. I mean, I don't know why he's trading for those guys, but that's all right. His next trade traded for Palmer and a 2024 and gave up a 2024 third. Not sure why he's trading for Joshua Palmer, but to each their own. Acquired Rashee Rice. Gave up a 2024 fourth and a 2025 second. That's a good trade right there. I love Rashee Rice. Let's see. He gave up Eckler, Sutton, Palmer, Gray, Bobo, 2025 fourth, 2025 fifth. Got Hilaire, Jefferson, Tolbert, Dobbs, Bigsby. See, I'm a Sutton guy. I'm not just handing Sutton over like that for just, I don't even know who he really wanted on this trade that he felt that was trade to make. Acquires Godwin, Brown, and Dowdle. Gives up Shakir, Bigsby, Rice, and second. God dang. Rice is my guy. You just gonna ship him off like that? Khalil Shakir? Come on, man. Acquires Jerome Ford and Flournoy for Jonnu Smith, Hollywood Brown, and a 2027 first. Why are you giving him a first for Jerome Ford and Flournoy? I mean, I don't know. J.K. Dobbins, Robinson, Purdy, Tank Dell, Jaden Reed gives up Jordan Love, Stevenson Dobbs, Shaheed, a first and a third. I mean, you can do that trade without giving the first and the third, but I don't know. Must be a Niner fan, I guess. Interesting. I don't know why people be doing these big old trades like this. Devontae Adams, Lockett, Schultz, Davis, Jennings, Pierce. Gives up Cooper, Otten, Ford. Why you giving up Ford? You just spent a first round pick on him. I mean, I'm not sure what was going on over here. So then November 13th, I take over. This is my first trade. I give up Devontae Adams and Juwan Jennings. I acquire a first round pick, 2025, 2025 fifth round pick, 2027 fourth. So I probably binged on YouTube and podcasts about Dynasty, trying to get as much information as I could, being my first Dynasty league ever. And I felt like those vets I could have gave up just trying to acquire picks. Got a first round. Trying to rebuild, basically. My next trade, I just gave up Lockett for 2026 fourth. I mean, Lockett's not that dude no more. Traded Brock Purdy got Jordan Love back, and a 2025 third. Only made that swap because I acquired an extra pick instead of giving up a first like that dude did, but I get it. I don't get it. I gave up J.K. Dobbins and a fifth round pick for 2025 fourth and a 2026 third, just trying to get picks. And then I shipped off Tony Pollard, got Corum, a 2025 third and fourth, just trying to acquire picks for this draft coming up. Let's take shots on rookies. So let's take a look at what the roster looks like now. So we got Jordan Love, Brian Robinson, Rico Dowdle, Chris Godwin, Brandon Ayuk, Jaden Reed, Njoku, Booty, Coker Mayfield. I mean, not bad, but not good. Got some draft picks down here. So this is my first Dynasty team. Pretty bad team, but I just wanted to be a part of the Dynasty world, so this is what it came to, unfortunately, but I'm going to stick with it. So when I was in this league, I got a DM from a guy who's in the league, and he asked me, was I interested in another team? And I was like, really? I was like, dang, I don't know, man. I was like, man, let me see the team. So let's take a look at that team. The League of Legends. Let's go back. Or actually, yeah, let's go back. Take a look at the team. Bryce Young, our boy Jerome Ford, Hunt, Booty, Njoku. I mean, this one's worse than the previous team, Dobbins. But when I seen this team, ignore all these picks right here. What stood out to me is these two 27 first round picks. You know, I'm new to Dynasty. Another league didn't have no picks. And I'm like, man, this league, I got 2 first round picks. I was like, I'll make it work. I'll take it. So let's take a look at what went on with this team before I took over. Filter, game type, trades. So his first trade, he traded Trey Sermon, a 2024 first, second, third, fourth, 2025 first, second, third for Deshaun Watson, Josh Jacobs, Brandon Ayuk, and Rico Dowdle. I mean, that's an interesting trade. It's not my type of trade, but to each their own. Everybody's their own GM, and for some reason, he felt like that was a good trade. Then he traded Johnson, Herbert, 2025 fourth, a 2026 first, and a 2026 second for Jerome Ford. What's up with Jerome Ford, man? I know it's last year, but I don't remember seeing anything last year that I was thinking I would sell out for Jerome Ford. All right. So then he trades Matt Stafford, Amari Cooper for a 2024 first, Deontay Johnson, and Zeke Elliott. I mean, he got it first. I guess that's cool. What else did he do? He traded Tony Pollard for Brandon Cooks and a 2025 first round pick. Not bad. He cooking there. I'll take that. Then he trades 2025 fifth, 2026 fourth and fifth for Ty Johnson. Tyler Johnson. I mean, that's pointless to me, but okay. Then he trades Devontae Adams and Rome Odunze for Joe Mixon, Hilaire, and Ferguson. No way in hell I'm trading Rome Odunze for Mixon straight up. So throwing in Devontae Adams for Ferg and Hilaire, nah, man. And I don't know what is going on here. He trades Wilson, Winston, Watson, Mixon, Jacobs, guys he literally acquired for all those picks. Johnson, Ferguson, Shaheed for Derek Carr, Devontae Adams back, Hunt, Singletary, Slayton, Dobbins, Harris, Rattler, 2026 first and a 2027 first. I don't know, but still, I don't know what plan he has going on. I have no idea. That trade was October 14th. October 24th. Trades a 2026 first for DeAndre Hopkins, Jameis Winston, Whittington, 2025 third, fourth, and fifth. I don't know. Is this the way to play Dynasty or? Interesting. November 16th. So I take over November 16th or sometime in between there. And I immediately trade Devontae Adams, Brandon Ayuk for Bryce Young quarterback. Looked good at the end of the year. 2025 third, fourth, 2026 third, 2025 third. At this point, I'm just trying to sell vets for picks. And I got Bryce Young. So, I mean, I got a young QB. Devontae Adams was on the Jets. You never know what team he's going to go to. Ayuk coming off ACL. So, just trying to rebuild, you know. Then I ship off Rico Dowdle for a 2025 third, just trying to acquire picks, have shots in the rookie draft. Trade DeAndre Hopkins for a 2025 third. I mean, he's on that down part of his career, acquiring picks. That's the D-Hop trade. Next trade, I shipped off Sam Darnold for 2025 second. Ended up being the 207 at the time during the season. I was just trying to, make moves. I tried to get it first for Darnold, but, people not knowing what was going to happen this summer, where he would go, it was hard to get a first round pick. Then I shipped off Derek Carr, Najee Harris, 4th and a 5th, 2025 for ignore Amir Abdullah and Mostert. I was just trying to get those 2025 second and third, more shots in the draft, trying to rebuild this terrible team. And that's it. Let's take a look at this team now. Bryce Young, our boy Ford, Keyshawn Boot, Njoku, Rattler, can't even fill a roster. Just all bad, really. All bad. Got all these picks. Let's get this rebuild going. 2027 2 first. So this is my second Dynasty team. Terrible team. But I'm in the game. I got 2 teams now. So then the same guy from this league was like, hit me in the DMs again. He was like, yo, are you interested in another team? And I'm like, man, I don't know. I was like, let me see the team. So let's take a look at that team. Path to Power. So when I took over this team, this was their first year that they had started up the league. So the first year is coming to an end. Nope. So how much could have went on within just 1 year, while the other leagues maybe have been going for 2 or 3 years. So when I see the team, I see Patrick Mahomes, Rashad White, ETN, CeeDee Lamb. There's a star wide receiver finally. Jalen Tolbert, Hooper, Chig, our boy Jerome Ford, Aaron Rodgers. They're doing kickers over here. Brandon Audrey, Deontay Johnson, and not much on the bench. Brandon Ayuk. But what I do see when I take this team over, I see a 2025 first, a 2026 first, 2027 first. So immediately I'm already like, man, there's QB, star wide receiver, got all my picks. Like, give it to me. I'm in. So let's see what went on before I took this team over. I think this manager was very inactive, so I think they were looking for a replacement for him. Filter, game tight, trades. So he trades Alvin Kamara, Jaden Reed for Brandon Ayuk. Not bad. Me personally, I'm not a Kamara guy. I will never take Kamara. I'll take Olave. I don't know if I'm biased because I love my Falcons, but I don't feel like not taking Kamara will ever cost me a championship. Sometimes he balls out, but then he always gets hurt. But I feel like not having him on a team, whether it's a dynasty or a redraft, that'll ever cost me. But I mean, to each their own. So I made a trade when I took over. I traded Brock Purdy, Chase Brown, Tank Dell, 2025 third, 2026 fourth for Pat Mahomes, my guy, Rashee Rice, and a 2026 second. So doing all my research, watching tons of YouTube, watching tons of Dynasty podcasts. They talk about draft picks and how, fourth rounds are, just taking shots, and third rounds are taking shots, more of a lottery. And you want first and second round picks. So I ended up just tossing in third and fourth, make it look good, try to get that second back. So then I traded Sam Darnold in this league as well for a 2026 third, and I acquired 2 second round picks. Try to get a first again, but the unknown of Sam Darnold. Couldn't get people to bite, but I got the 2 second-round picks, so some pieces to build the roster into a way that I want it to look. When you take over those orphan teams, they're not really your team. So I did my best to try to equip guys that I'd probably draft if I were to do a draft. So let's actually look at the team now. So we got Patrick Mahomes, Rashad White, ETN, CeeDee Lamb, Rashee Rice, Chig, Shaheed, Ayuk, Aaron Rodgers looks a lot better now that he signed with Pittsburgh now. So I have a quarterback. I have 2 quarterbacks that at least can start. So when the rookie draft comes, I'm not really reaching to get a QB super bad for someone to start. Now I can kind of, best player available or pick somebody else. Don't have to take a quarterback early. Our boy Jerome Ford, Mike Williams. Mike Williams, Deontay Johnson, Jake Moody on the bench, kicker league. Got all my picks, and this first round pick right here is actually, since we don't have the draft set, is actually the 102. So I mean, visually, you guys can go ahead and insert Amari and Hampton up here, so the squad looks a lot better. My best team. Then I got those 3 second-round picks. Hopefully they're early in these rookie drafts because that's where some of the guys are. But this is my 3rd dynasty team, by far my best team so far. If I can say anything for the new people like me who are out there, if you're going to take over an orphan team, make sure that you check the team out, that you're checking the picks, you're checking the rosters. If the picks are non-existent, then you don't have to take it. You don't got to be like me, just trying to get in. If there's no picks and they have a good roster and then picks in the following year, that's good. Be mindful of what the teams look like. You don't have to take it. You don't have to be like me. Having these 3 teams, this is by far my best team. It had me, trying to make it look like a team that I would draft. But then having all these teams had me thinking like, man, how cool would it be to have a team from start to finish, getting to pick my guys, building your team how you want a team to look. So getting that itch and wanting to be in a startup so I can be there from the start, I decided if I create my own league, how cool would it be to have my own team? So I was thinking like I have 6 redraft leagues. I think I can find 11 guys to create my own league from the start. As much as I hate being a commissioner, worst part about commissioner is trying to collect the money. And I was like, I want to do a startup so bad that I'll probably create my own league. So now that I'm set on, I'm gonna make my own dynasty team. When I went to create the league, like when you go down to the bottom and it says fantasy football and you click, got your create a league that I was gonna create. This button on the bottom that I seen, find a league to join. Do not click that button. You will go down a rabbit hole. That rabbit hole can lead you to having 40 dynasty teams. So stay clear of that button. So those are my first 3 dynasty teams. As you can see, I got 2 terrible teams. I got 1 cool team that I'm super excited about. But leave a comment down below what you guys think of my dynasty teams to start. And if you're interested in see what happens next, hit that subscribe button. Leave me a like. Mainly, what I'm trying to do with this channel is just document my journey of first starting to play Dynasty. And I have 40 teams, so I obviously built a lot of experience over time. I'm trying to take you back to the process of how all that came about. So just follow along. You can learn from it. You can learn what to do, what not to do. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in for my first episode of the Dynasty Diaries, The Orphans. I'm Hutch. This is No Off Season. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.